Welcome, boils and ghouls, to another episode of Ken and D's
Podcast of the Day.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Podcast of the Dead. It is I, Ken Bouchard, and joining me, as usual, is Lady D.
Hello.
And, you got to pick the movie this week.
I did.
Now, before we go into the movie, let's just say it was a good pick. And one I honestly don't remember seeing for a long time.
Right. I remember I loved it when I was a kid, but I haven't seen it since then.
And we have seen the original
Yes.
even sooner than we've seen the remake.
Yeah, we watched that sometime during this year, I think.
I believe so. And the movie we are talking about tonight, the movie that we are about to watch, so you may not have to, or the movie that we're about to watch, so that you get interested in, either way you take it, the movie is 1999's remake of House on a Haunted Hill. And it's going to be a frightful movie.
It definitely held up pretty well.
Wow.
There was a tiny bit where there was a CGI that wasn't up to today's standards, but it wasn't a main part of the movie.
Well, that's fine because we're going to watch the movie again. And for those who don't know what the movie's about, hopefully Ralph can find the trailer for it. And if he can, Ralph, if you can find the trailer, I want you to insert the trailer right here. So there you go. There's the trailer for the movie we are about to watch. Now, Dee, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, guys. Children at home, if you want to watch it with us, you can put it on. If you're not, so on. C'est la vie. But we're about to watch it and give you our thoughts on 1999 remake of House on a Haunted Hill.
This Halloween, 6 strangers have been invited to a party. If they can stay up till dawn, they'll win $1 million each. The only catch is that they'll have to live through the night.
Let the games begin.
It's in there. Hey, I think I got something. Stephen, are you doing this?
No.
And that was House on a Haunted Hill. It has been
House on Haunted Hill.
House on Haunted Hill. I keep saying House on a Haunted Hill, but it's House on Haunted Hill.
Yes.
And yeah, I see what you say. There were some CGI issues,
Yes.
but it was 1999.
It was 1999, and it wasn't like the whole movie wasn't CGI.
Prince was partying like in 1999,
Yeah.
so the CGI wasn't that bad for the time frame.
Right.
But case you guys were wondering, we just got done watching it. The movie stars Chris Kattan
In a serious role?
in a serious role, which blew my mind because the last time I saw him in like anything was
Night
either
at the Roxbury.
or Monkey Bone,
yeah.
right? So like to see him play a serious role in House on Haunted Hill, say it right, blew my mind, and I liked his performance, mind you.
Yeah.
He did really good. Like if there was more serious roles, I'd watch him in it.
Right.
Let's talk about the premise of this movie. Just like the original, you have a group of 5 or so people, strangers, showing up to a haunted house. Ooh. And the premise is they are trapped in the house. They have to spend the night, and whoever survives, I think the original was like they won the house or something. Like they either won a lot of
I
money, they won the
don't
house, they won
remember.
something big. But either case, they win big. They win big. In this case, in this movie, the remake, each survivor died $1 million, and I think there was like 5 survivors. If they survive the night, they each get $1 million.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be that easy. It wouldn't be a horror movie if it was that easy.
Right.
So, yeah, you want to take it from here? Like, there was 5 survivors.
Well, there wasn't 5 survivors.
Right. Well, it didn't end with 5 survivors. I'm getting tongue-tied. Didn't end with 5 survivors.
It was a matter of he rigged the place. Nobody thought it was really haunted. But it turned out everything that he had rigged didn't matter anyway because the place was really haunted.
Right, and it had a I'm going to get her name wrong.
Femke,
Jensen?
I don't remember
Johnson?
what her last name
Femke
is.
Jensen. For you guys who are Marvel fans, you'd know her as Jean Grey from the original X-Men. But
It had Ali Larder.
Ali Larder. It had the dude from Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, her dad,
Yeah.
playing a doctor, mind you. So I was kind of right in the beginning because I thought it was Dr. Sexy from something.
You keep calling him Dr. Sexy. It was Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, you know what? Who is Dr. Sexy?
I don't know.
Oh, that's from Supernatural. Dr. Sexy MD. That's-
Okay.
That's when they're in like the TV show,
Okay.
and Jensen plays Dr. Sexy MD.
Okay, yeah.
I keep saying Dr. Sexy, but no, it was Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes.
But you know, he was Zoe's father,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, it's him. It's him. I don't know his name, but it's him. It had a good cast, and
It had Taye Diggs.
it had Taye Diggs in a non-musical role.
Ooh.
Because every time I see Taye Diggs, all I think is Rent, or I think Cats. I think he was in the original Cats.
Was he?
I think so. Not the movie, the new movie, the newer movie.
I don't remember seeing him, but then again, I
He-
wasn't super into it.
I was gonna say he was in a lot of musicals. He does musical productions a lot.
Well, good for him.
But yeah, Taye Diggs, Genki,
Famke,
Femke, yeah, her, Chris Kattan,
Ali Larder,
Ali Larder,
I
Jeffrey Combs, mind you, Jeffrey Combs, who played he was the doctor in this movie, not the survivor doctor, but the doctor in the beginning of the movie, like the bad guy that the people come in and kill.
Mm-hmm.
He is big in the horror scene because he was also in Reanimator back in the day. So
Okay. I have to also point out the nod to Vincent Price.
right, they did a nod in the original House of Haunted Hill. Starred
You
Vincent
keep
Price.
getting the name wrong.
That's what it's going to be now. It's House on a Haunted Hill, not House on.
You just said
Haunted Hill.
House of Haunted Hill.
That's what it is too.
Okay.
The house on the end of the street. That's a whole different movie.
Just the house, Haunted Hill. Those are the
Ha-
only words that
House-
stay the same.
On Haunted Hill, right? House. I'm trying to look at it right from here. House. Haunted Hill. House of
House on Haunted Hill.
in color. No, actually, that's the original.
Yeah.
But in color. Yeah. So you have 5 survivors, 5 randomly picked people. In this version of the movie, the house picked the people.
Yes. So
I
they
don't-
weren't really randomly picked.
No, but we'll get to that. 5 randomly picked people by the house itself got sent invites to come to this house that used to be an insane asylum way back in the day.
Yeah.
The inmates broke loose. They killed the doctors. They killed the orderlies, and they shut down the whole building via like this mechanism that shuts down like all the windows and stuff. And the place burnt from the inside,
Yeah.
killing everybody. Like the doctors had like a failsafe. Like if we're going down, everybody's going down.
Yeah.
And so now we're in modern day where these 5 survivors are picked. I keep calling them survivors, but 5 individuals are picked, and they're told by Price that who owns the place, that if they survive the night, they each get $1 million. Now, if one dies throughout the night, which I guess murder is legal in this house, I don't know how this is supposed to work. I don't know how he was working this, but he was making it sound like
He was just trying to make it seem more scary.
It probably because it's like,
I don't.
eh,
In the beginning, I don't think that he thought anybody was gonna die.
probably not. But he promoted it that it was legal because he's like he even gave him guns.
Yeah.
Granted, he thought they were all blanked, but that's another story.
Mhm.
But the whole premise is they have to survive the night, and if one dies, whatever their million gets split amongst the survivors.
Right.
So one thing leads to another, and they end up getting locked in, with Chris Kattan's character being the smart one, which blew my mind.
Well, because he was the only one who knew what the house really was.
Right, like he kept telling them the house is alive, the house is doing this, the house, and everyone's like, dude, you're on crack. Like, they didn't believe him.
Right. Yeah.
So then the house is alive, but you don't find out till like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way in because
You find out earlier than the hosts.
right. Yeah, the hosts still think that, the host being Price, the guy
I
who's
think his
playing
name
his
is Steve.
Stephen Price.
Yeah.
Him and his wife, or estranged wife. I'm not sure their relationship.
They're married, but they are not happy.
Right, like she's cheating on him with Dr. Sexy.
Yeah. Not only is she cheating on him, but from what he said, she has already tried to kill him.
Right, and I guess he had her bugged and traced the whole time, so he knew she was cheating on him. But he also knew some other stuff that just went down. She tried to kill him in the movie.
Yeah.
And he had planned he had it all planned out. He knew it was going to happen. So, the house ends up taking her. The house ends up taking a few other people. And we get down to and by the way, that's Femke, was his wife. So, she's gone. This reporter girl, gone. And we're down to, what? Chris Kattan, Taye Diggs,
And Ali Larder.
and Ali Larder as our survivors, including the guy who played Price, right?
Yeah.
And Price comes running out, and he finally now realizes the house is alive, because he watched his estranged wife get pretty much absorbed,
Right.
like literally absorbed into the house, right? So he comes running, and the door busts open, and poor Chris Kattan gets sucked into oblivion. Like he didn't expect it. Like he
Right.
was just like, oh, I'm gonna let Price in, and then he opens the door, and there's this fucking giant smoke demon, right?
Yeah.
So he gets sucked into oblivion. Price is still alive, that little squirrely man. He's running to Larder and Taye Diggs and saying, "Hey, get the fuck out of here! Let's
Yeah, but-
run!"
let's give some props to him though, because he had a little bit of a redemption there at the end.
He did, because at first, when you see the movie, you're like, oh yeah, this motherfucker has this all set up. He's got this all set
And he was very selfish throughout the movie.
up. Right. Like, just give him the money, go, and like, you're done, whatever. But then you start, in the end of it, you feel bad for him because they tried to torture him.
Yeah.
That wasn't his planning. That was their planning against him.
Not even the house initially.
No, I mean, the house had fun with it, though. I think. Because the stuff he was seeing was pretty morbid.
The stuff he was seeing was from the house, but the person who locked him in there...
Was the doctor and his wife.
Yes.
Like, they had it planned.
Yeah.
But then she killed the doctor, which that took a twist. I didn't expect that to happen, and then all of a sudden, like...
Well, she needed a body.
Right? So I'm like, whatever. But then, yeah, he comes running out, and, like, he gets a little bit of you said, redemption. Where he, like, actually cracks open the window for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they get up to the attic, because that's the only place to get out.
Yeah.
And, spoiler, there's only 2 people that survive out of the 3.
Yep.
I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say how. I'm not even going to say really if they do survive, because at the end of the movie, it's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You either have the haunted house, the house on Haunted Hill, or you have like a 700-foot drop to a cliffy, watery edge.
Your only fucking option is to try to book it through the house.
Or just hope and pray somebody sees you driving by and be like, hey, up here.
You saw the location, nobody's gonna
Yeah.
see you.
But, all in all, at a scale out of 1 to 5, we're gonna shorten it down. I think normally it's like 1 to 10 rating movies, blah, blah, blah. I want to rate my movies 1 to 5. And I think the last time we did this, was the last episode we did. I gave Night of the Demons a 2.5 because I said it was all right.
Yeah.
I think I gave it a like a 3 or 4 out of 10. But I want to redo this a little bit because I think 10's a high scale, especially for these older movies.
Okay.
Because these older movies aren't going to get a fair reading. Because if I had to do Night of the Demons again, at a scale of 1 to 10, it got like a 4, 4.5.
Yeah.
But at a scale of 1 to 5, it would get like a 2.
Okay.
That seems like a little bit better odds.
Okay.
So with House of Haunted Hill, or House on Haunted Hill, or the house at the end of the street, or the last house on the left, whatever the fuck this movie was called.
All right.
Read the captions, you'll know what it is, because Ralph will get it typed up. But, in the scale of 1 to 5 for the remake, because we're not judging the original, we're judging the remake on this.
Yes.
1999 graphics, the
Are
CGI.
we rating it by today's standards or 1999 standards?
We're rating it by today because, again,
Okay.
if I had to do Night of the Demons on 80 standards, it would have gotten more than a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
So, with rating this movie 1 through 5 on today's standards of horror, for those who have not seen it or those who have seen it but want to reintroduce yourself to the movie,
Yeah.
I would give 1999's version of House on Haunted Hill a solid 3.5.
You read my mind. I was thinking 3.5.
Yeah, I think a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than mediocre.
Yeah.
Because, 2.5 would be kind of like the middle of the road. It's a little bit better than mediocre. Is it the best horror movie from the 90s? Meh. But being a standalone movie.
Yes.
A standalone movie. Not a movie that brought in sequels or a franchise. A standalone movie. Being a remake of a black and white old movie. And the fact that it paid tribute to the late, great Vincent Price.
Yes.
it definitely gets a 3.5 from me.
Here's what I think about it, all right?
Go ahead.
It is much higher on the creepiness scale than it is on the fear scale.
Yes. I agree. Like I didn't jump. There wasn't a
No,
oh,
yeah.
scare.
There's
but-
no horrifying moments,
right.
but pretty creepy.
Yes. Like when you finally see the ghosts. Now I'm not talking about the goat like the smoke demon thing because that was kind of corny. That was kinda
that was
corny.
the CGI bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
mhm.
the one ghost, I'm trying to remember the scene. I want to say it was when Price was hallucinating and he thought he was swimming,
yeah,
right? And you saw the one girl like sitting there. She's like floating in the water and like blood's coming out of her mouth. Then all of a sudden her mouth just goes like wide open and it's like nothing but razor blade teeth.
yeah.
That was kind of like ooh, like I mean again I didn't jump, but I was like ooh, that was kind of cool.
And then the one ghost, whenever the one person was at the room and then noticed something like back in the hallway
Mm-hmm.
and turned around and looked and it was like this inhuman face,
Right.
that was cool.
Yes, that Inhuman like it was like almost Silent Hill-ish. Like I was
Yeah,
like, dude, that kind of brought me back to Silent Hill a little bit.
but also when the one ghost made themselves look like the Taye Diggs character,
right.
that was really good too.
That was kind of creepy. The fact that the ghost wasn't even hiding. It was Taye Diggs. It was like pulling someone in by looking like someone that's alive.
Yeah, that's why I
Um,
said it's really good in the creepiness factor.
Yes. So yeah, the movie had a really good aspect on that. The premise of it was kind of corny. It's kind of corny to think about like 5 people. It's like Big Brother. 5 people get to stay overnight, and if
Yeah.
you get $1
But it
million.
is a remake of a much older movie.
Right now, I don't know which one came first, House on Haunted Hill or 13 Ghosts. I'll have to do my research and my due diligence on that. I'm even talking about like both the originals and remakes.
I never saw the original. I've only ever saw the one with Matthew Lillard.
Well, they both have the idea of putting glasses on and you can see the dead with the glasses. The original had that too.
Yeah.
Be it corny because, you know, it's black and white old movie. But
Yeah.
with that said, in this movie, I liked that they had the whole idea of like the one woman had the video camera and she was able to see the dead, the ghosts in the room through the video camera.
Yeah.
But when she looked with her eyes, she couldn't see them. But on the camera, they were there.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was really cool too.
That was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't, like I said, I'm not sure who came first with that. Was it 13 Ghosts with, oh, look, the glasses and I can see the dead? Or was it them with the, oh, look, the camera? But either way, it was a cool concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, if you have not seen House on a Haunted Hill, House on Haunted Hill, The House on a Hill, The House, the... if you have not seen this movie, you heard it here from us. Both me and Lady D give it a whopping 3.5 out of 5. I do highly recommend you watching it if you have not seen it before. If you have seen it before, but it's been a while, give it a watch. Give it some love. Like I said, Chris Kattan in a serious role. That right there is enough reason to watch it. You know, what is
Yeah.
love? Baby, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
No more.
No more.
No.
And the score, Marilyn Manson. Sweet dreams are made of these.
Well, that's definitely not how he was singing it.
No, but that would be me if I did the score. That's how it would be. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
And that's why nobody's paying you to do it.
What'd be scarier, the movie or the credits?
The credits.
The
The
credits.
credits. The credits. The credits.
But that's it for this episode of Podcast of the Dead. And if you like what you heard, please don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for the reincarnation. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a shout out, a message. Tell us you like us, so that way we come back not next week, but the week after, because this is a bi-weekly show.
Yes.
Well, next time we come back with another, maybe scary, maybe corny, but either way, it's going to be a frightful good time. We're going to watch a horror movie and let you guys know. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth rewatching? Is it worth watching for the first time? That's what this show's about. And I enjoy it. You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Good. And we both love horror movies, and we both like letting you guys know what's up. That's what we do.
Yeah. We let you know what's up.
We let you know what's up. All right, guys. So until next we meet, I want you all to bear witness the murder of D.
How'd I know you were gonna say that? Oh wait, I'm dead. Can't speak. I'm a ghost. I can speak.
Oh my God! It's House on Haunted Corner of Altoona.
I just quickly didn't know I was dead, and then quickly realized I was dead.
Ooh.
It was a very quick realization there.
Stay freaky, stay geeky, stay nerdy, stay dirty. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.